important for girls to be strong because when you're strong, I think it helps you just claim your power. CrossFit's empowering to women because it takes away any sort of limitations. It's gritty, it's grungy, and it's loud, right? Like you're grunting, you're yelling, you're taking up space.
That was
One of us?
our first competition ever. We were doing CrossFit a few months in, and we signed up for a competition.
Yeah.
And
We got last place.
we got last place.
So this is our normal breakfast, like every day. But a lot of times on Saturdays, we'll do like something quick, like cereal or something, and it's like our special, or I see it as like my special breakfast.
For her, it's like a treat, I guess. Like,
it's
I don't
like
know.
my easy treat breakfast. My thing is I'm just a really slow eater. Because my throat is like really tiny. I have like a bunch of ligatures binded up from years and years. I've had like procedures done where they go and like break it up before. But like I have this routine now, like you might have saw me eating spinach before I started eating because I have to have a plant to like open things up sort of and like help me get the digestion process like going so that it won't just like tighten up on me. Are you gonna bring this with you or?
Yeah. Yeah, I was just gonna put some more rice.
Okay. Apple, banana, we're good to go. Actually, where's the the cars moved around. I was doing farmer's carry out here last night, and so he was gone. So I usually park here. I parked here, and I like go out and come back to get 50 meters. So, like, as long as there's no cars coming, I'm like carrying my kettlebells.
What do the neighbors think when they see you?
So, it's funny. Like this past year on Halloween, I'm like handing out the candy and all the parents are coming. They're like, hey, oh, you're the one who's always working out here. I see you. I'm like, yeah, like come on by, work out. They're like, oh no, I could never. But our next door neighbors, they're super cool. They're retired. They actually, I don't know how they found out. Like something happened one day and they came over. They're like, hey, we heard you're like a big athlete person or another or something. They're like, yeah, like global level. And I was like, yeah. We're still kind of far. I mean, we are far out still, but like, I haven't felt like this sort of excitement this far out before. I feel like.
What do you mean?
Like I just feel really excited. Like, you know, like since a while ago, just knowing, because then I'm looking at all these people who are like, they're still competing, and now a lot of people are like in training now, but then even that, like, it's just like a little uptick where I'm like, oof, like, I know the training is different this year, because I feel like the past couple of years, I was just like training myself sick. You know, where you're like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be, right? Like, it's supposed to just suck every day. I'm like, oh, well, we'll just keep going, you know? And then I get to the games and I'm like tired and burnt out, and we're just, I don't know. I feel like work smarter, not harder. I think it's an advantage, and like, but I feel like it could be done really the wrong way also. You know, like you could just go and just like, all right, let's start training and let's start going balls out every single day. And like, that's not the way to do it. But you could also be too lax about it and like take all this time and be like, oh, keep thinking you have so much time when it's like, clock is still ticking, you know, like you gotta really manage that well. I knew I was gonna qualify for sure. Like I was like, there was no doubt, but also thinking like that also did make me feel kind of nervous because I was like, I have to do this. Like, but I also didn't feel ready. Like it was a weird time, but I don't think anybody did. I'll wear these. I won't wear the Dorothy's today.
What are the Dorothy's?
The Dorothy's, the Wizard.
Oh, the red ones? Yes.
I gotta save those. I gotta keep those nice for like comp time. Gotta keep them sparkly. What got me really excited about CrossFit when I first started was like not just the competing, but like really performing. What I love to do really is just to perform. I love to do it in front of. The more people that are there, the more pressure that's there, the more I feel like I'm like in an environment that I can thrive in. The first kind of athletic thing I did was dance, but then when I started playing soccer, I was like too shy to like get in people's way. But then in gymnastics, it's just you, and so you're like, okay, I can totally like do my thing, and you're just relying on yourself. That was definitely something that I felt like I was able to get in tune with in gymnastics, was that performance aspect and the whole concept of going in front of people and putting on a show, and you know, everybody's watching you and all your mess ups and there's pressure. That's a big thing for me in CrossFit. You take training versus competition. Training is training. You have to do that in order to get that spotlight feeling. And then I feel like that's where I thrive. It's always gonna be better at the competition. I mean, you're gonna do it the same, but nothing compares to being able to smell the blood of the people next to you. That's like the most natural thing, is to like be looking around and like reading, like you can see on their faces like, okay, that person's gonna slow down, or okay, that person's gonna break, or they're tired, you know, and like you can just kind of see that in people, and that just feeds me more energy.
Yeah, super grippy. I think there might have been a little bit of room on the rope climb, maybe. Yeah. Matt, good job, bud. It's a sprint workout. We're gonna go 10 feet forward handstand walk, 10 feet backward handstand walk, 20 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, 30 feet per time. Okay? And then we're gonna play with the ramp after that. Good job.
10, 20, 30.
I feel like the off time's over, and I feel like it was really awesome to have just a little bit of extra time to get her feeling good, like get her feeling strong, not kill her with CrossFit, and just really do some training stuff that we wouldn't have been able to do. Wouldn't necessarily say she has a lot of weaknesses, but just some little holes and some little things that we really hammered for, you know, right after Mayhem Classic. But now, 2 months out, it's kind of, you know, that time's over, and it's time to get back into doing some, you know, intensity with more CrossFit and seeing where she is on that. Her focus hasn't changed on, you know, the games. It hasn't changed on being really ready. But you can tell that the excitement for the actual build into the games is here, and that's kind of where we're at.
This person, or this group really, the photographer and the hair and makeup, they shoot a lot of like ballerinas in New York. And so, I don't know how I ended up there, but Growing up, I was always like super quiet, super shy. I didn't like to have to talk to anybody, or the less opening my mouth I did, the more comfortable I was. Being in front of a camera, it always just felt very natural because it was so different from being in front of people. In a camera, it's completely different because it's like the more awkward, the more weird, the more strange and off it is, the better it looks. And I kind of caught on to that, and then I was like, it just came off very natural for me. Somehow I got in touch with somebody from LA Models, which ended up being the agency that I worked with in LA. And I just kind of talked with one of them, and then next thing you know, I was flown out to have a meeting with the agent, and we kind of just got started from there. And I worked with them for about 3 years. That was like trying very hard to like be thin, but I feel like it just wasn't natural for me. You know, like, cause there's some people who were like, they're just like skinny, like they're just like, doot. Like, I really tried to be like that, but it just, my body didn't want to. I mean, when I look at pictures, I was like, oh yeah, I was like way smaller, but I could never quite get like where you have where it's like a straight, you know, like zero shoulder, like that just wouldn't happen. People always ask me about, you know, the transition from modeling to CrossFit, because like the body image stuff. It was all just kind of intuitive, like as far as like the eating and all that, because I was just like, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. Like, I don't know why I'm hungry, I guess it's because I worked out, so I'm gonna go home and eat a bunch of food. But it was just this whole like, okay, like this is fuel, this helps me go. It just made sense. CrossFit's empowering to women because it takes away any sort of limitations. You're celebrated for the PRs that you're hitting or like how fast you are, rather than like the way you look when you're doing it. And it's loud, right? Like you're grunting, you're yelling, you're taking up space. Why is it that the way your body looks have to be at the forefront of your whole existence and control who you are? And I'm just like, it's so funny because like in CrossFit, they just don't care. Like that doesn't matter. But I'm like, that's how it should be everywhere. You're there to just like claim your space, and like the more fit you are, the more strong you are, it just makes you more powerful. CrossFit's changed me in so many ways. It gave me something to chase. It gave me a purpose. Like maybe I am actually meant to do this.
How can you train in your garage?
Most PMs. Pretty much always my second session. The only times is if he decides to give me like rope climbs in my second session. But it's nice to just like be here, get it done, get it out of the way. Also the afternoons at the gym are a lot more packed, especially during the week. Today nobody's there, but during the week it's like the classes, they kind of take over. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna go. This week is like, it's go time. We're all in now. This year just feels different. I just feel like a better athlete overall. It's not a matter of if or when, it's I'm going to do this, I'm going to push through this, I'm gonna feel the pain, I'm gonna do it anyways, I'm gonna be excited for all the shitty things, be excited for the nerves and the feelings where you're like, I wanna throw up right now, but let that push you and drive you. Do it scared. Fuck yeah, like I'm nervous as hell, but I'm gonna do it anyways, and because that's why I do this. My goal's to win the CrossFit Games, be on top. I feel like this whole idea of people being like, well, I wanna do something bigger, it's just something that they made up in their head. Deep down, I think we all want to win, whether we're afraid to say it or not. If I'm gonna go and do this and like do it all the way, then this is the way it has to be. I'm not gonna do this forever, and so I might as well get to that highest level as quickly as I can and really give it my all while I'm doing it, because this time is gonna pass. So, are we doing it or not?